Hello, everybody, and welcome to round one of Standard.
Hi.
Hi, this will be Chad and Brittany commentating today.
So right now we have Armando with Madcap, Reanimator, and Caesar on Temur Energy. I watched Armando play the deck last time, like whenever he was playing Standard. And he pretty much wants to put like all of his gear hulks into his graveyard, and just as you would think, he's gonna put them back onto the battlefield. He's gonna reanimate them. But he also has Madcap, which has at sometimes lost him the game.
Yes, Armando has had this tendency to just kind of Madcap into nothing.
Yes, and then he goes down to like 3, and then he instantly loses. Well, hopefully he doesn't do that today. So
Caesar's going to lead off here with a Botanical Sanctum, and he's just going to pass the turn.
Yeah.
No attune with the Aether first turn, so he's not...
No, but he does have a very nice hand.
Yeah? What are we looking at?
So he has 2 Long Tusk Cubs. He has 2 Aether Hubs. He just drew into his second Long Tusk Cub, and then I believe he has either Bristling Hydra or something else in hand. One other card. And I think Armando is going to Cathartic Reunion here. So put your...
He's going to discard 2 cards, and he is then going to draw
3.
2. Yes, draw 3 cards. It's been a while. I have not put my hands on Dredge.
So this is actually a really good draw, because whenever he Cathartic Reunions next turn, and there's the attune with the Aether from Caesar. But so whenever he Cathartic Reunions next turn, he can actually put his Cataclysmic Gearhulk in the graveyard. So that's the start of it.
Absolutely.
So we're going to Caesar go in and get a Forest. And I'm pretty sure he's going to play that or the Aether Hub, and then a Long Tusk Cub.
Alright, so Caesar now looking at 3 energy, which is really good sweet spot for something like Whirler Virtuoso.
Yeah, I think he's gonna play the Cub, and I don't think he has World Virtuoso in hand right now.
Yeah.
He's gonna put it upside down for us. These are the cards that get me. The half and half cards.
Oh, cut the ribbons?
There we go. Okay, because like I can only remember sometimes like half of it, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah,
what the other half is.
cut's just roast, and ribbons is the drain effect.
Okay.
I think it's 2 black and X.
Okay, so we're gonna see probably. Yep.
Alright, so he's going to cut that Long Tusk Cub, and that's where I kind of saw the downside of playing Cub there, because 3 energy is not enough to pump twice, of course.
No. But I feel like it's fine just because he has so much already, like, still in hand.
Oh, yeah. When you're talking about Temur Energy, especially in this current Standard format, it is the best deck.
Yes.
Every format has to have a best deck, and Temur Energy is it.
Yes. And there's a Rogue Refiner, so he's going to draw a card, gain 2 energy.
Right, it's gonna put him
Unless
up to
he's going to
5
miss the 2 energy.
No, I'll put him up to 5. I think he did it real quick. Because he was at 3.
Well, 3, and then he played the Aether Hub, which put him up to 4.
Oh, okay, so he should be at 6.
So he should be at 6, but...
For all we know, he is.
yeah, we can't really see the dice, but... And then we're going to see Chandra from Armando, which gets rid of that.
Yeah, he's going to minus the Chandra to effectively roast the Rogue Refiner. Now, this Long Tusk Cub does have room to grow.
Yes. A part of me, though, feels like... Because he has enough land, I would have preferred to see the Shelter Ticket be cycled to draw into a card. Because I'm pretty sure he has another Aether Hub in hand.
Right.
So... Oh. Okay. Well, we're going to see Noxious Gearhulk. And that is, whenever it enters the battlefield, you get to destroy target creature and you gain life equal to its CMC or its power and toughness.
Toughness, I believe.
Okay, so Armando's going to be at 22.
Or power. Then it's power.
Okay.
Because I think Long Tusk Cub's at 2-1.
That was a 2-2.
It may be. I don't listen to me. I haven't
And
put my
this is
hands on
why
the
I
standard
wish
format.
He had, like, just cycled the Shelter Thicket. Like, he just has so much land.
Right. Now, this is a Carnage Tyrant.
Never mind. Okay. Or he can keep that. Okay.
Yeah, the Temur lists have, they play 1 in the sideboard and 1 main board, typically now.
Oh, okay. And
Caesar's usually pretty up to date with what the lists are.
So there's the Madcap. So, Carnage Tyrant, what exactly does it do? It can't be countered, correct?
Right, and it's a 7/6 hexproof trample.
Oh.
For 6 mana.
Okay. This seems fine.
Yeah, Wizards really wanted people to like dinosaurs.
I'm really upset I haven't seen like that many dinosaur decks.
Yeah, there was some ramp strategies that kind of made their way onto Moto, but Moto typically is not a good indication of what a format's going to look like.
Yes. I think he's going to plus...
Yeah,
use
to make the mana
2.
for the Cathartic.
Yes. I'm going to get rid of the Cosmolytic Gearhulk, and then I didn't see what the other card was.
So he has a Refurbish in hand, so he could just bring back that Godfarer's Gift and
Yes.
bring back the Cataclysmic.
So it was Godfarrow's Gift. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. I think this would be good.
Oh yeah, Armando's turn is going to be really, really nice here. He gets to pick to keep the Planeswalker, pick to keep...
Oh,
he's going to Madcap.
He's going to Madcap instead.
Okay. Armando, so 3, so...
Okay, there we go.
He loses, loses 3 here.
So he goes down to 19.
Didn't know if he lost on the revealed card.
Man. Alright, so that doesn't seem too bad.
Oh no.
Caesar's reading it. He's like, wait, what exactly does this do?
Alright.
So this one is the Combustible Gearhulk, correct?
Yes, so Caesar gets the choice of either Armando drawing 3 cards or milling 3 cards, and Caesar takes damage equal to the CMC of all the cards.
I think I would let him draw 3.
I think
Just
at
because-
20, maybe you let them...
Well, because if he hits...
Yeah, like Armando's whole
Constantly
deck is
hits-
Gearhulks.
yes.
Right. And Godfarrow's Gifts.
Okay, so he is. He's going to let Armando draw 3.
Ooh, and I think I saw a couple lands.
Noxious Gearhulk has Menace, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's going to take 5, go down to 15. Man. I like it because it's nice to be able to see Armando, like, his transition here in Magic. Like, how much better he's gotten over time.
Right. Like, he still plays wonky decks, but he plays them really well because he's
Yes.
grown as a player.
Yes, and that's always nice to see here at Ettin. So we're going to see another Tune with the Aether from Caesar. I think he's getting land flooded at this point because we haven't seen a Bristling Hydra from him. I know he has a Harness Lightning in hand, so he can get rid of the Combustible or the Noxious, whichever one he chooses. I would say the Noxious just because he can block the Combustible with his 7/6.
Yeah.
So...
And the main problem presented on the board is the runaway Chandra. Caesar
Yes.
currently has no way to deal with that Chandra.
I mean, the best thing that he can do at this point is swing at her and hope that he blocks with the Gearhulk. Okay, or he's going to Harness Lightning. That works too.
Oh,
Forgot
yeah,
about
he
that.
does have all the energy in the world right now.
Yes. So he's going to go down to 4 energy. Yep. And then kill the Chandra.
And I like this line of play because he can afford to take another hit from the Noxious here.
Yes.
Problem is
He's at
Armando
15.
does just have Refurbish in hand.
Yeah, so he can just get back the...
Anything.
Both the Gearhulks, actually.
Yeah. And there's currently Godfarrow's Gift in his graveyard.
Yes. And Armando has all the land in the world as well.
Yeah.
Aw, poor Caesar. I was right. He is getting very land flooded at this point.
And it's pretty stacked up against him. I mean, he needed... To be honest, Whirler is probably one of his better cards in this matchup because Armando's creatures are so big. Mm-hmm. But the Thopters just go right over that.
So there's the Refurbish. He's going to get back Gearhulk.
How are you going to let me draw another 3 cards?
Yes.
Caesar says yes. And he would have taken 6 had
Yes.
he said no.
So Cathartic Reunion, get rid of the Angel of Sanctum in your hand, and is it Angel of Sanctum, I believe? Angel of
Sanctions.
Sanctions, there we go. And the Gearhulk. Because I believe he does have another Refurbish in hand.
Right.
So 5, Caesar's going to fall down to 10. And Armando has a few too many cards. Okay, there we go. So he discarded down to 7, got rid of an Inspiring Vantage, which is fine. He has a lot of land. Is that... Please be not land.
Yeah, anything but land here.
Because he has an Evolving Wilds and he has a Spire Bluff. Okay, so there's
It's a
a
war.
Virtuoso.
Good.
There we go. So this gains him 3 energy whenever it enters
Yeah,
battlefield.
so that still only warrants 2 activations, but...
But it's 2 that can block Caesar. He didn't bump up his energy. So he should be at 7 energy. There you go. There
Yeah.
you go.
F&M level, we're good.
I think Armando has another Refurbish in hand. So I don't know if Caesar's going to be able to win this one.
Yeah, it's pretty stacked up against
Yep,
him. Once
there
the
it is.
train gets rolling on this deck, it just seems like Armando has everything available to him in the world.
Oh, he's got a Madcap.
Oh, no, Armando, you literally... You have so much that you can do.
Oh, Armando. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So he takes 5. And he goes to 14.
Goodness.
And then Caesar can let him gain, like...
Draw 3 cards or
deal
mill the damage. And I imagine he is just going to let him draw.
How much does refurbish cost?
4.
So he can cast it again. Yep, there you go. So he's going to refurbish. I think he has the Noxious Gearhulk in hand.
He also has God Pharaoh's Gift. Yeah, because then that opens him up to anything else at combat.
I think Armando has too many cards in hand again.
She's just going to sack a Volley.
He's like, I'm going to do something. So God Pharaoh's Gift is at the beginning of combat.
I believe so, and it gives it haste and makes it a 4/4.
Okay. But do you have to pay to activate it, or is it...
Nope, just happens. Every single combat.
Isn't it the one that has Flying, Vigilance, and Lifelink?
Yup.
It has Vigilance, Armando. Don't tap that, honey. Alright, so he can... Right now, he can make 2. Yeah, block the Noxious Gearhulk, make the 7/6, block the Combustible Gearhulk, and then he takes 4 and goes to 6. And by doing this, he still gets to keep his 7/6. Oh.
It's a bad position either way.
It is. But I would rather take the 4. Because now you... Okay, he's just going to go take the 5 from the...
This would be 6, right? Yeah. Caesar's going to fall down to 4.
6.
Why is the keyboard not working?
Alright,
yeah.
so
Caesar's seen enough.
Man, that was bad. He didn't draw a Bristling Hydra. He only had the Long Tusk Cubs.
Like Caesar's best plan here is to go on the Negate or Spell Pierce, depending on what he's playing sideboard. The counter spells, just bring them all in. Appetite for the Unnatural, great. Kills everything in
That's what I was about to say. It gets rid of artifacts.
Let's see, Armando's a little more open with his sideboard, so let's see. I imagine most of Caesar's sideboard comes in, which is what's happening.
Like, yes! Oh my gosh!
Armando's looking at Doomfall, and I don't think that's that great of a card to be siding in.
Is he... Okay. What does he side in here?
Right, so I think Armando, since Armando's assumptively on the draw here, I think Sweltering Suns doesn't look to be as good as he probably wants it to be.
No.
The Hour, though, the red Hour that deals 5 to everything and hits Planeswalkers is going to be a good tool if Armando chooses to side it in.
Okay.
It kind of lets Armando build up his hand with Cathartic and stuff, and then...
Just took out Gearhulks.
There's a method to what Armando does.
Okay,
okay. I've never figured it out. Y'all should watch this boy draft, but there's the Vana.
Is there a Livia in there?
No, that's a Vana.
Oh, I was like, wait.
It's the one where you pay 7 life and hit a non-land burn.
Okay, so he's taking out all the Noxious Gearhulks.
And that's understandable. I mean, he did see Carnage Tyrant as the biggest threat that he would have to deal with. And everything else doesn't gain him much life off the Noxious. I still like the Hour.
He's going to bring in a Braids.
A Braid is alright. I mean, it does give you some early interaction, so I understand the thought process.
Yeah.
I would like to see the Hour, though, since Armando's on the draw.
Wow.
Kind of let Caesar play out everything and then just hit his whole board.
Yes. Alright, so he's taking out 2 Noxious, 1 Cataclysmic, and he's bringing in the 2 Hour, or the 2, the black ones. The 2 black cards. What are they?
Doomfalls?
Yes, there we go. I was like, what am I thinking of?
He also, in that, okay, so 2 Cataclysmics, 1 Noxious.
Okay, so he put 1 Noxious back, which I think is good because the Noxious kills anything on Caesar's board.
So 2 Doomfalls, which I'm still not a fan of, but...
And 1 Hour of Revelation.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm okay with the Hour of Revelation. I still would like to see the red Hour just because it's more mana efficient.
Yes.
Then again, I don't know what Armando's mana base looks like. Maybe red's tough.
Well, no, we saw from last time. He has the black red, he has a lot of
Canyon
mountains.
Slough.
Yes. Like,
Or,
he seems to be fine on
Dragon
all of
Skull.
his colors. He hasn't been short on any of them, so thus far.
Okay. Oh, Caesar, buy more sleeves.
He's like me, though. I do this all the time. Like, I will leave my sleeves at home, and I won't finish sleeving my sideboard, and so I'll have to, like, take stuff out, put them in. It is very, very time-consuming and very annoying.
Someone told me, and had I known, I would have totally done this, but they were like, just buy like, at one time, a bunch of the same colored sleeves.
Yeah.
So then, like, no matter what, you can just grab a sleeve and know it'll work for everything you're
that's
building.
what Steve has. He has like the packages of like black dragon shields and
I think he switched to Eclipse recently.
Yeah, he did. He got the yellow Eclipse.
Yep.
There we go. We just, I'm not gonna lie, we may have bought your black Eclipse that you guys got in.
That's fine.
Wow. Okay, so we're seeing Caesar side in a lot of stuff.
And, I mean, I imagine so. Like, if we look at your average Temur energy build, which is usually what Caesar bases off of.
Does he go by MTG Goldfish?
I believe so. Like, whatever the most current, like, winning deck.
Okay.
So, like, probably not this classic. Probably something more like a, where's Nationals? I assume he's using something more like a Nationals list.
Okay.
But I imagine, like, all these counter spells that
definitely
could come in.
Yes. Spell Pierce for the Madcaps.
Yeah, Chandra's Defeat's not really good enough. The other copy of Carnage Tyrant may just be big enough to be worth it.
Yeah.
Vizier of Many Faces seems pretty decent, if that's one of the cards he plays in the sideboard.
So turn one, attune. Okay.
Right, so this is a little bit better of a start if he can go, like, something like turn 2 Long Tusk Hub, which I see in his hand.
Also a Gear Hulk in hand.
For Caesar?
Yes. He has, I believe, oh my gosh, Torrential Gear Hulk. He has Torrential Gear Hulk in hand.
Oh, okay. Some of the lists do play that.
So I'm guessing he did bring in, like, the negates, the spell pierces, and whatnot, so he can just Torrential Gear Hulk, get them back.
Absolutely.
Alright, so Armando has a Chandra, a Combustible Gear Hulk, Tormenting Voice, and then we're going to see a Servant from Caesar.
Alright, so that's going to take him up to 4 energy.
So I feel like this is one of those things where you bolt a bird. There you go.
Yeah. Oh,
Servant puts in work.
Servant does put in work, but it's actually not as important to the plan of what Temur Energy is doing, because Timur's turn really just takes off at 3. So, like, Servant isn't any big tempo swing as like it would be in other formats.
So Doomfall, what exactly does Doomfall do?
Discard.
There we go.
Like, I believe it's discard 2 cards of your choice. So it's like him, but not random. It's like him, but strictly worse.
Fair enough. There's a Rogue Refiner, so he gets 2 energy and he gets to draw a card. It is a 3/2. So I watch a lot of people just instantly get rid of this card.
Right. Yeah, the 3 power on it is pretty daunting. And I assume Armando's going to do the same.
Alright, so he also does have a Whirler Virtuoso in hand, so I feel like Caesar's hand is so much better this time than it was.
Oh, absolutely. Like, if you can just keep deploying turn 3 threat after turn 3 threat, like...
But he's also, if you just notice, he missed land drop. So he's also hurting on land, it seems. And then he also has Harness Lightning hand, so... I think this time, since Caesar is at 20, you just put everything into his graveyard. I would not want to give Armando the draw here.
Right, and then I would make 2 Thopters at the end of turn, take that Chandra out, because that's really giving Armando the... No damage.
Caesar takes
Good
0.
man.
Yes.
Good man. I'm a gambler myself, Caesar. Yeah, make 2 Thopters, and we're going to kill this Chandra the next turn, and the Gear Hulk.
Yes.
And Armando is just significantly not going to be doing much. He has a lot of, like, draw cards, discard cards in his hand.
He has a Tormenting Voice. He has another Combustible Gear Hulk.
And that's a second Tormenting Voice. 2 different arts. Good on you, Armando.
Aw, sad day. I just saw Caesar's hand. Alright, so Chandra's gone.
Right. And there's no reason to apply pressure to this Gear Hulk. Maybe you can get Armando on some sort of attack. Maybe Armando plays something better, too.
Also, the issue here being is that Caesar no longer has any energy. So, Combustible Gearhulks, its toughness is 5.
Right.
So I guess he could block and then harness lightning. So Armando's going to get rid of Noxious and I guess the other Tormenting Voice? Or did he get rid of Combustible? No, he got rid of something else. He got rid of Noxious and something else.
Lathnuhilion?
Maybe.
He's
so
doing,
he's going to
Armando?
Cathartic Reunion here. I have no idea, but he's going to Cathartic Reunion. I'm guessing he's going to get rid of the Combustible and the
Oh, that's
Plains.
Combustible.
Oh no, he's going to get rid of the Tormenting Voice in the Plains.
Yeah, the side of Combustible definitely looked like a Lathnuhilion.
Oh, that is a lot of Madcaps.
Oh man, we're gonna get to see Armando do some stuff.
Oh, okay, so Caesar did have extra energy left over.
Yeah, I think he had 2 left over.
Okay.
So now he should be out.
So, unfortunately, Caesar has drawn 0 land.
I mean, this is fine, because like once he does get a 4th land, he gets to do presumptively 2 things.
So
which,
Armando is going to fall down to 16.
yeah.
And keep going. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Oh no, you're fine. If there's any
Madcap.
clicking noises, I apologize because the arrow keys are not working.
So 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so he takes 8, I believe. Let me double check this. Yep. He took 8. Oh, and he's at 8. So, God-Pharaoh's Gift, don't you have to control something, or is it just at the beginning of combat? Oh, Appetite for the Untamed. He
right
just took
before
that
combat.
8 for nothing.
Yeah, God Pharaoh is just at the
Caesar's
beginning
at
of
22.
combat.
Okay.
Yeah, these sideboard cards have been working out for Caesar. He got to use a value negate and an appetite.
Alright, so Caesar's gonna, or Armando's gonna fall to 4. Yeah, and I think he has another negate in hand. Or Ceremonious Rejection. Okay, so there's a Glimmer.
I think I
Please
also
tell
see
me
an
you
Essence
have-
Scatter off to the side. And he's
A
going to
Braid.
get to braid the God Pharaoh's Gift. And this should be game for Armando. Yeah, they're going to have
Armando's
to go to
gonna
game
scoop.
3. Yeah, the whole... Basically, Caesar only saw 3 lands, but he also saw his entire sideboard.
Yes, which is good. I guess there's a benefit to putting in half of your sideboard into your deck.
It did all work out for him.
I don't know, though, how I feel about this Torrential Gearhulk.
So, like, I understand it. Like you were saying, it's an extra copy of all your sideboard cards,
Yeah.
right? And I think that's probably the only reasoning behind it.
Okay.
Is like, if you're going to side in negates, essence scatters, eventually you're not going to be able to choose between your counter spells. So something like Torrential late game could be really, really good.
Okay. Hopefully Armando this time doesn't draw into 3 Madcaps.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying, like, when this first began, is Armando likes to take risk. He will Madcap and put himself at 1 and be like, okay, I'm good, pass.
Oh, yeah, the dude will grab the wrong Tron land and just hope it works out.
Wait, has he actually done that?
He did that day you left during the finals.
Yeah.
Game 1, he literally he had natural Tron, but he expedition mapped and cracked it for what he thought was a tower, but it was a mine art that looks like a tower.
Armando, I'm proud of you.
It was hilarious, and he came into the office. He's like, "Can I take that back?" And I was like,
No.
that's not how things work around here."
So Armando had to put his back. He's going down to 6. He only had 1 land, and it was a Plains in hand.
Caesar has a whole bunch of answers.
Yes, so Caesar's gonna keep. He's definitely gonna keep.
All of his threats are irrelevant most any part of the game. So like a handful of your sideboard cards, we saw that just works out.
Yes.
One whirler and all of your sideboard.
This looks a little bit better.
It is better, but he
Yes.
does not have black mana, which
Correct.
isn't currently relevant.
So I believe that was another Inspiring Vintage on top, or some. It
Oh,
was a red card.
that's the dream. 3 inspiring advantages in a row.
Alright, so Caesar just drew into an Attune. So Forest, Attune. There you go. Get your 2 energy, go in for a land. I like that he's playing the Rebecca Guai promos.
Oh, I am too.
Oh, they're so gorgeous.
Yeah, I switched all my decks to those promos.
Oh my god.
Every time people were opening packs, I was just like, "Do you want the land?" They're like, "Eh."
I wonder if they know how much these lands are worth.
Are they worth something? Mm-hmm. I'm just playing them because they're pretty.
They're about $4 to $6 depending on which one.
Nice.
Yes.
And I have a draft set.
Proud of you. Alright, so he drew another Attune. I think he's just going to pass, yeah, because he wants to leave up the mana just in case.
Yeah. He does have Negate and Essence Scatter, I believe.
So there's a Tormenting Voice.
Discard your cards and... Oh, dude, I would love to negate this. This is such a... It just puts them down a card.
Yeah, because they still have to discard to pay for it, but they don't get to draw the card.
And Armando's stuck on 2 mana.
Wait, he just drew a land, though.
Did he just not play it?
I think so. No, that's a Combustible.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that was an Inspiring Vintage. I was like, Armando, what are you doing?
Alright, so this is going to be Rogue Refiner, and Caesar, seeing that Armando didn't play anything, and most of Armando's deck operates at 4, Caesar can just play whatever he wants. Now, Armando is going to have to go off of a turn to get rid of this Rogue Refiner, but it's worth it for Caesar.
Yeah. Oh.
He's not going to, though.
So he's probably going to get rid of the Combustible, and he's thinking about Refurbish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He values Madcap way too highly, in my opinion.
He does. I think Refurbish is the thing that you keep.
Yeah, because you're discarding a combustible. So, you find a
Caesar's
land, you literally just get to play Refurbish.
God.
Oh. I love you, Armando, but I hate you right now.
He's killing us. That's so many Madcaps. You already played land.
You already played a land?
Nope.
Yeah, let's stop him.
Armando. You played land for turn already.
Yeah, Armando already played a land. Yeah. Of the Rogue Refiner stays.
Oh, God.
Nope.
God bless you.
Okay. So we're just correcting them. Yeah, the Rogue Refiner is going to stay because he wasn't able to play the cut. And now Caesar has the knowledge about the cut, which is always a good thing. Yeah.
Unfortunate for Armando, good for Caesar.
Absolutely. And Armando's probably going to be taking the 17 here if I had to make a guesstimate.
Yes.
Yep, there it is.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep.
And are we going to go for the Madcap? It's going to get negated. There's no way.
I don't know. Caesar might just be like, nah, go for it.
Oh.
Aww.
1 damage.
Caesar, why didn't you?
He has the negate. Yeah.
I don't know why he didn't do that. It doesn't stay. It leaves at the end of turn, correct?
No, it stays.
Oh my.
God Pharaoh's Gift is it's 7 mana. God Pharaoh's Gift is really good.
So he's gonna Harness Lightning it. Yep. There you go.
And I honestly just think this puts Caesar on the back foot.
Yeah, I feel like he should have just.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but that looks like the blue, like Vidalcan looking dude. That's a negate, right?
Yes, it is a negate.
He has Essence Scatter. I see that for sure.
He has a negate.
Oh my goodness.
It is.
Why?
I don't know.
You let them play the Madcap, and then Madcap, I believe, casts the other one. No, puts it on the battlefield. So what he did is he didn't negate the Madcap, hoping it would probably kill Armando.
Yes.
But
that's not what you hope. You always negate that Madcap.
Yeah.
I think he was hoping for it to be like last game, where Armando put himself down to 8.
Yeah.
But
it did not work out that way, and God Pharaoh is just gonna keep bringing things back. I mean, he does, I believe, only have Combustible. Maybe there's an Noxious.
I only watched him put Combustible into the graveyard.
That's what I believe.
Yeah,
I think
that's
it's just,
all he has.
I think it's just the one.
So land for turn from Caesar. If he plays one.
What you got here,
there we go. I think he's gonna pass.
I mean, he just keeps leaving mana open. He didn't take the opportunity.
Alright, so Armando's gonna go to 13. I don't know, maybe he's just waiting for like the big thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't. In my brain, I can't quantify what he decided.
I don't know, but I think
do.
Armando's gonna test him. Negate it. Negate it. Caesar, don't allow it. Negate it.
Oh.
Please. I just want to go out there and play it for him. Be like, here you go. Here you go, buddy. Let me do this for you.
Yeah, he's tapping out. So the problem is that Armando is going to get back a Combustible, right?
There we go.
Right, target combustible. What do you do about it, Caesar? I mean,
Caesar does have Harness Lightning in hand.
He does. So 4. Oh my goodness.
How much is Angel of Sanctions?
6, I believe. He went down to 11, so it was 9 total.
Jesus. Okay, so he's gonna Harness Lightning the combustible.
Imagine if you just like played a 6 mana spell that said deal 9 to your opponent.
I'd cry. I'd cry.
And it gave you a body.
So the thing about it is, Armando also doesn't have anything left in his graveyard to dig out.
Right. Until, well, he has Cathartic and I believe something to discard. No, he has another Angel.
He has
now.
another Angel? Aww.
Yeah. Because that Angel just got, yeah. There was an Angel in the graveyard. That's right.
I think he's hoping
correct.
to draw for an Appetite.
Alright, so this is a Whirl of Virtuoso. That's going to do a decent amount of work at Caesar locking down this game. But Sweltering Suns does not help that.
He only has Essence Scatter. Oh.
Yeah.
And he can no longer make them.
Oof.
So 4/4 Angel.
I mean, it's not a cast, so...
So he can't Essence Scatter it.
Yeah.
And he only has 2 lands and the Essence Scatter in hand.
Two fast lands, 2
Yes.
slow lands right now.
At this point, yes.
Alright, Caesar's gonna fall to 5.
Wait, how 5? He doesn't know it's a 4/4.
There's probably an exchange of damage that they didn't catch. Or we weren't able to see. Oh, because he put the 2 counters on it. It has the Fabricate. So it's a 4/4 plus...
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I was like, wait, hold on.
Rogue Refiner. What do we find? Gear Hulk.
Oh, it's a little too late.
Oh, because that's a 6/6 Angel with no way to deal with it.
No,
Or we just hope Armando doesn't attack, and we know Armando will.
he's gonna attack.
If he wants to be real spicy, he can just play this other Sweltering Suns.
I wish he had another Madcap in hand, and he was actually gonna be really spicy and play the Madcap, and then just like lose. That's what I would have seen. I would have laughed.
Oh, man. Cycle. Draw. Doomfall.
Is he gonna play the Doomfall?
I don't think
Oh, he
has
doesn't have the
black.
mana. He doesn't. So Cathartic.
So here's the personal thing as this game comes to a conclusion. It's an inevitable conclusion. Is I would personally, like, I get why he's discarding and all that. Like, he wanted to put the Noxious in the graveyard. He wants to do the God Pharaoh's Gifts. I personally would have just moved to combat and saw if it was good.
Yes.
Like, I would have just said, is this game? Because you can still just start doing stuff maybe phase 2.
What I always ask, like, whenever play Modern or anything, that's the number one thing I always ask. If I think I have it, I'm just like, do I have it? Or do I need to keep going?
Yeah. And I felt like Armando had that game pretty on lock, whether or not he had that same
I wish
notion.
Caesar had negated that Madcap. He would have won it. I think he would have won if he had gotten rid of the Madcap.
Oh, do I have it? It just says Chad? Wow, I'm really fooling myself.
No, I'm not here, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm just part of Chad's imagination. It's really bad.
Just the one of me. And Brittany. Sorry about that, guys. To give credit where credit's due.
Thanks.
There we go. Okay, so what else have we seen out there? I know we have a blue-black cycling deck where if it wins, I'm putting that on camera next round.
Yes.
That'll be
so
Cameron's playing
we have
that.
We have a couple more of Temur Energy. Dom is playing the blue-white approach deck.
I would love to have that on camera if he does well with it.
I hope so. He doesn't have sideboard. I left it all at home, so...
Who needs it?
Yeah, you might not. I mean, there's like 3 disallows, 2 fumigates. He has a 3 authority. The console's inside his 3 cards side, so I think that'd be fine. I know that Willie put together a deck for Brian Bleifeld. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure it's Pirates.
Oh,
So
see
maybe
Pirates
we'll see
again?
that. Yeah, maybe we'll see that. But that's about all I've seen out there right now. Temur Energy is still like just a big thing that people want to play.
it's a super big force, and like I said, it has a decent percentage. It's
Yeah.
50-50 against almost every deck in Standard right now.
Yes.
And so all you have to do is get enough reps in with the game to become, or with the deck to be comfortable, and you're fine.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I don't know. I wish we could just see more diversity in standard. That's all. That's it.
It is slightly discouraging at the LGS level, especially where like this is where you're supposed to be innovative. I would understand it if I go to like Cameron and Matt told me a story about when they went to the GP. It was in Nebraska or something, and it was during the Aetherworks Marvel time.
Before it got banned, yeah.
And they just like weren't prepared for the matchup. They're like, maybe we'll dodge it. No, like everyone in the room was playing Aetherworks
I'm
Marvel.
I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked at
So-
all. Like whenever you go to GPs and if you go to PPTQs and stuff, you're always gonna see like the top decks there. You're not gonna see any diversity. You're not gonna see any homebrews.
Oh yeah.
So that's expected. Always.
And the matter of the fact is, like, I like to bring weird decks to events, but if you're going to go to a GP or something, you're better off getting a lot of reps in with whatever the best deck is. And if anyone that's watching this, I recommend that you watch Paulo Vitor's recent video that he put on Channel Fireball. He talks about how don't gauge what standard looks like based on Worlds. He talks about because it's a collection of the best players.
Yeah.
Worlds is obviously a collection of the best players in the world. He obviously he says don't judge because of the decks, because there was only 3 decks there: Blue Black, Temur Energy, and Reanimator Red. He goes, don't judge standard based off of Worlds. The reason being is because all those decks are good decks, and they all have decent matchups against everything else. And so the reason, and you're playing in a room with the best people, so you just have to bring whatever. There is no time to work on something different. Nope. There is no time to try to break standard. It has to be something that you're familiar with and something that like you know you can win with. You can't go in there with the deck that you just built the day before. He was talking about like they brought decks that weren't new.
Yeah.
And because they didn't know what was new.
Well, that's what happened with the standard GP that just happened. I think maybe about like 3 or 4 weeks ago we were talking about it. It was like an SCG. And a lot of people were upset because it was literally the decks that were already good before, they kind of just tweaked them and then took them to the GP.
Yeah.
And we saw nothing new whatsoever. So
but
a lot of
that's
people
what's
were
going to
upset with
happen.
it.
There's got to be a best deck. There just has to be.
And right now, apparently, it's Temur Energy.
Yeah, like, at least you're not playing against freaking Miracles in Legacy with some guy that doesn't know how to play Miracles in Legacy, so he's spending 20 minutes every top.
Yeah, and then you go to time, and then you're just...
Yeah, so...
Take a draw. Have fun.
So, I mean, at least you can interact with Temur Energy.
Yeah.
And it's doing things.
It's not a boring deck, either.
Yeah.
So...
And I assume we're probably going to see it like 2 more times tonight.
Yes.
If not, if this is 4 rounds, then 3 more times tonight.
Yes.
Right? So we'll get this over to the We'll Be Right Backness, and we will put on some tunes for everybody, and we'll take a quick break. So that'll be that. What time is it right now?
I don't know.
Today's 8:05.
I'm an old grandma. I feel like it's super late right now. I even have like my grandma Halloween cardigan on.
The weather's been so nice.
It's 58 degrees outside right now. Josh, if you're watching this, I'm buying this. I already told Dom.
Yeah, this is the thing that's apparently happening. So
it's a little Cthulhu at In Games.
We're pretty excited.
I am at least.
All right, thank you everybody.